Hi, my name is Marina and this is my YouTube channel. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about fundal height and actual weeks of pregnancy because, like you can see, this is my big belly. I'm expecting only one child. This is my fifth child. I had four previous pregnancies, and with my last pregnancy, my baby was actually around 6 pounds. And so I lost a lot of weight, or I gained a lot of weight first when he was around 1 years old. And then I lost a lot of weight before I actually got pregnant with my last pregnancy, this one. And so to me, it's kind of surprising that I'm measuring so large. As of right now, I will be 21 weeks tomorrow. And so I was looking at different charts online, and I was seeing that, and I also got told by my doctor, my last appointment, that I think he saw me when I was 16 weeks pregnant, and I was actually measuring 24 weeks. But he told me that my uterus should have been around under my belly button, which is way down here. You can't even see it on the camera, but I was looking it up yesterday, and since I do turn 21 weeks tomorrow, I was looking at what should be the measurements for my fundal height, and it said it should be around the belly button area. Right now, my uterus is, you can feel it, it's way up here, way up here. And so my belly's huge. Look at that. I am supposed to be 20 weeks, and I'm kind of concerned that, for once, the ultrasound dates might be wrong, because I did have my last period, I would say February, March, April, and May. And then June, I had a little bit of spotting, but that was it. And so they gave me a due date of March 27. And with all my babies except my first one, I ended up giving birth at 37 weeks. And so I kind of expect to, go into labor before my actual due date. But now I'm kind of concerned whether, since I'm measuring larger, if they were right or wrong on my due dates. If I got pregnant before, if the spotting that I had in June was, not implantation spotting, and I actually got pregnant in May when it was my last period and the ultrasound was wrong. So there's so many questions that I have, and I have brought them up with my OBGYN, who is fabulous. I love him. He delivered my last baby. But he was telling me that he's not worried about it. And I am super worried about it because, I feel super huge. I was also told that my baby has only one, what is the name? One single artery in the umbilical cord, something like that. And so that can sometimes cause restriction in growth in babies and a few other things. And so I'm just sitting here like, this baby is not tiny. This baby is huge. Like, I swear, I can barely breathe right now just sitting up, like the way that I'm sitting up right now. My belly feels huge. I have not been able to eat like I usually do yesterday and today because, you know, I get full so fast, and that usually happens towards the end of my pregnancy and not this early. So I'm very concerned about, you know, everything that's going on, all these different symptoms. And, you know, because I always start contracting with all my children, regardless of if they were born on their due date or not, I always start contracting around 7 months with my first three. And then my last baby, I started contracting, sorry, I'm out of breath. I started contracting around, my last baby, I started contracting around 6 months, and I got admitted into the hospital, and they gave me the steroid shot just in case he came early, because I always do end up dilating, and I keep contracting until I give birth. And so with this baby, I have been contracting since I was around 16 weeks, which to me makes no sense. My doctor tells me that it's normal, that I shouldn't think much of it, that with every consecutive pregnancy that you have, you know, you can start contracting earlier, and that has nothing to do with whether the baby's going to be born early or not. But since I do have a history of, you know, erratic craziness going on with my uterus contracting before time and dilating and all that stuff, that we should just keep an eye on it. But I'm just worried that I'm contracting so early, and if they were off on the due date from the ultrasound, that, I don't know if this makes sense to you or not, if I'm explaining it correctly, but, you know, if I am about a month ahead of, you know, the due date that they gave me, will they actually let me deliver if it comes down to that? If, you know, I start contracting and baby wants to be born early, and they were wrong on the due date, and I actually am going into labor, will they try to stop my labor at that point and then just have me sit there for another month and just have like this huge, ginormous 12-pound child that I can't even, you know, bear, and I'll have to have like a C-section? That's my biggest fear, that I'm going to have a C-section because this baby's going to grow so much. So I don't know if you guys have had issues or any experiences, you know, with fundal height, and then, or, you know, ultrasound being wrong, or, you know, contracting early and having the child born early, things like that. If you had any of these experiences, I would love to hear about it. Please leave your experiences for me to read them, if you're comfortable with that. I would like to hear your stories. Excuse me, I just drank a milkshake, and I'm kind of bubbling it up a little. But yeah, I would love to hear your guys' stories and read them, and, you know, just chit chat with you guys. And I hope this video, you know, was helpful, or, you know, hopefully, you know, when you guys start leaving your comments, it'll help somebody, or somebody that's going through a similar situation like me, or any of you guys. Okay, well, you guys have a good night, and I hope to be making more videos soon. Bye.